How you doing, guys? You alright? Hope you've had a good day. Welcome to the stream. So, thought I'd do a live stream. Why not? Bear with me one moment. We will be live. Right then. Okay. We are good to go. Hey Tom, how you doing, mate? I'm actually alright, to be honest with you. It was a bit painful a few hours ago, but I've popped some painkillers. Let me know on levels, guys. Would help if I had my headphones the right way around. But let me know on levels, if that's cool, just because I've had a little mix of things, so hopefully everything's alright your end. I'm going to continue doing the streams at this bit rate, but for anybody watching on the TV, my apologies. It is a bit blurry, so even if you have it in 1080p, so it's only because I'm uploading in 3 megabytes, so my sincere apologies, guys. But if you're watching on mobile or tablet, it should be fine. So, hey Shadow, how you doing, man? You good? Hope you're having a good day. I'm just trying this new Volvic, well, it's not new, but it's new to me. Volvic with a hint of summer fruits. Water. Not bad. Not bad. Quite refreshing. Coolio. Cheers, mate. So I thought we'd carry on where we left off and finalise what we're going to do with these beams here. Just fathom that one out. Get rid of them, if you know what I mean, because I don't like the finish on them. They're not wood. Well, they are wood, but they're not wood looking, you know what I mean. So yeah, hey Joshy, no worries buddy, thanks for joining me. Well, I hope everything's okay at work, buddy, and you're having a good evening. I'm back to work on Thursday, and I'm on earlies, which is good news because we can continue streaming. So just getting warnings everywhere, bear with me, guys. Look like we're alright. So, yeah, going to continue where we kind of left off. So we'll get this bit all beamed up and in situ, sort that out. I thought where we finished off last night was pretty cool, to be honest with you. I think that looks quite good. So once we get the uprights on here and the little notches popping up and get this covered, yeah, should look good, I hope. So let's do this, guys. Where are we? Wood. Oh, excuse me. Oh, blimey, mate, that's a bit of a task. Don't wish that on anybody. That's one thing I do like about my work. You know what you're doing 3 months in advance, because that's how far they plan ahead. It's just awesome. I love it. So yeah, I was actually up till about 2:30 last night because I was changing my address to everything, to the new address, obviously. It's surprisingly how easy it was when you have all the double stage, you know, security and everything. Quite good. It's always been a pain in the backside trying to change your bank's address, as far as I'm aware. I mean, I've always had to go down the bank to change it, but able to do it all online now. Find out something new every day, guys. Every day. Yeah, it's all good, so that's all done now. Tom, you're going to be blown away by it by the time it's finished, mate. I was watching a POV of Mind Mayhem from Adventure Valley yesterday evening with the boys here after I did the stream, and they were like, "So what you built tonight is what that's gonna look like?" And I was like, "Yeah." Well, I said it would look similar, so it won't look the same, obviously, but and they were like, "Nah." I was like, "Yeah." I said, in about however many streams time, or weeks, or days, or months, it'll all start coming together, and you end up with a finished look kind of like that. Which, as far as I'm aware, everybody has enjoyed, so can't really say much more than that. I loved it. I loved that ride, even though I spent stream after stream after stream saying, don't want to do supports. I'm bored of supports. I just don't want to do it. Yet here we are. Not even. I'd probably say we're I probably wouldn't even say we're no, we are a third of the way through the park. So we got another 2/3. So if you think this could be 150, 200 stream park by the time it's finished, potentially, if I'm jumping on every day for you. And I say for you, but, you know, ultimately for me, but at the same time, for you guys. Enjoy your company. Love the laughs. You have a history of amazing mine trains. Yeah, I mean, even when you go back all the way to Pyrolandia, I know it was a bit quick because I was, you know, it was my first proper park, should I say. It was, I think I only did 2 carriages behind the train. So it was like a miniature mine train. But I was trying to get that pirate vibe to it instead of, you know, the traditional Western Alpine look. And the scenery made that coaster. The scenery on that was properly, but I really enjoyed making that. That was good fun. So we've got to do behind there, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Let's crack on with that then. Why can't I select you? Let's pause it up just to have some music going there, guys. Why can't I select this? Thank you. 45 it. Pull it out. Down. Bang away. No, I was doing that on purpose. But I hope you're all having a good day anyway. I really enjoyed yesterday's stream. I really did not intend to I hate doing scenery for a coaster. That genuinely, if you know, I know you weren't around, Drushy, but if you go back to some of the very last streams of Thunderland Adventure Valley, it was always, I'm done with rock work, I'm done with trees, I'm done with bushes, I'm just done with it. But we got there. And now I look back at that park and I think, I got so many trees and rocks and bushes to place around this park. Because all this is going to be covered. All this, not you know, not all this at the background, but it will be done so that it looks scenic. So you have a full, you know, panoramic view wherever you're looking. But yeah, I think I'll do a lot of that off stream because all you'll hear is complaint after complaint after complaint. But we are about a year away from doing any of that. At least 6 months to a year away. So yeah. Scary thoughts, eh, guys? Scary thoughts. Cheers, Joshy. I love, and I'm never going to forget making that bridge. With what we were talking about at the time. Me being stupidly candid as always, but it's just how you got that slope down that goes with the track. You got the lower arch with the higher arch. It just has that whole perfect perspective look, I guess you'd say. It looks like it has depth, where with the other one, it still looks nice, to be fair. Evening, Heather, how are you? Hope I'm not causing too much trouble. Just trying to figure out the whole cost entity behind joining you for the Thursday, Friday, and going back whenever I go back on the Saturday. Evening, Simon. Welcome to the stream, fella. Nice to see you again, buddy. Hope you've had a good day. Hope the weather's been alright down south. It's been a bit gloomy here, but it has been nice and cool, which is good. Well, it's not good, but you know what I mean. I'm not complaining about the heat. It's just, if I was sat in that garden of the old house with the swimming pool for the dog out with my feet dangling in it and the hammock out, I'd have been, you know, it would have been a very different experience. Anyway, I was moving. Hope you're all having a good day, guys. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining, guys. say hello in the background there. Always nice to know who's watching. Join in the chat. Lovely little community we have. Darren's filling you in. That's because he knew I was doing the stream. It's oh shit, quick. No, I'm just trying to work out the logistics of it all. I've looked into renting a car, but I'd need a few more months to be able to save up and pay for it. But there are a few things happening, obviously, which I've mentioned that may fall in before then. Who knows? So maybe phoning you up from the penthouse on one of the B&Bs. I'm here, guys. Come and have a drink upstairs on the balcony. I'm joking. I am joking. But that could be a possibility. But I wouldn't be doing that there. If I got that type of money, it'd be going straight into the Florida pot. Well, I'd upgrade the computer first for all you lovely people so that we can get this part done good and proper. I'm a bit nervous about where it's going. Why is that so not straight? I was going to say a very different word there, and I'm sure Joshy would have brought that to light. Right. Yeah, so I even looked into a coach, and the coach is a lot longer to get there than the train, even though I have to go all the way up to, where was it? Oh, what did I say it was, Darren? Totally forgot now, hold on, where are we? That's how bad my internet is. I haven't even got Wi-Fi signal. Let's check it. I think I have to go, I've got 2 stops. So I go, what was it? Milton Keynes to, I can't remember now. Nottingham. My phone would work. Shocking. Let's go on 4G, be easier. Where was it? 2 journeys. Oh yeah, MK to Milton Keynes to Tamworth, Tamworth to Nottingham, Nottingham to Skegness. And then from what I can tell, Skegness isn't that big, and the station looks quite central, should I say? To, I think it's not far from Fantasy Island, which I think is the park, isn't it? You have to let me know, I don't know. I've only had a quick look over it all. Yeah, I'll tell you what was nice. Last night, about 1:30 in the morning, I was outside and some big raindrops came down. And it was just like one of those, it was like being in Florida. You know that smell you get, the earthy smell. It's just like, oh, thunderstorm smell I used to call it. Hey David, how you doing, buddy? I'm very good. I hope you're well, my man. I really, really do. Have you fixed your phone yet, mate? Sorted out that notification alert issue thingamajig that you and Joshy were having a good combo about. We are at the moment still doing this log flume, and we'll be doing this log flume for a while. So yeah, the streams over the next couple of weeks may be a bit repetitive, but you'll see this transform into something that should be, you know, should be something. What it'll be, who knows? But you know me, guys. It's kind of like opening your mouth before you think about it. I just do it and see what happens. Whether you compare that the same to my building, I don't know, but that's kind of how I look at it. Do it and see what happens. What's your journey time? I think it was 4 hours and 6 minutes. I know yours is obviously going to be much, much longer. Well, no, actually, I don't know. How long will it be from where you guys are? Not being sarcastic or jokey. Interesting. There you go, Darren. Darren, if you're watching, mate. Discord. Mr. David Gasoda plays a bit of Farm Simulator, mate. You could join up, farm some fields together. You could have your NASCAR, iRacing, and Farm Simulator on there, mate. I wonder how many of these wooden panels you'll end up using on the log flume. Got to be 1,000 plus more. I don't know, because I haven't done it properly. I haven't separated them all. I've done them all with the beams, so I wouldn't know. But to give you an idea already, I think we're probably at about 1,500. We're at... Oh, no, that's wrong, because that building was in there. And that building's in there. So, and we got some rock work. But rock work is on some of this. So 4,000... Nope. Yes. 4,400 already. Including the woodwork to the mine train coaster. Yeah, what we'll do closer to the time, Heather, is we'll catch up. Hey JP, how you doing, man? Nice to catch up with you on Discord last night, mate. The visit to the dentist wasn't too bad. It's all good. It's all ready. But unfortunately, because I'm a poor man, I'm getting a metal tooth. Yeah, I was well pleased when I heard about that. Apparently under the NHS, they only go to your 5th tooth back as white because of the position of it, so it's not really visible. I mean, my mouth's pretty much black anyway inside with the teeth, just where I've had so many fillings over the last 10 years. But yeah, I'm going to have a metal tooth. So when I go to Florida, they're going to pull me over and get the old gloves out, I reckon. I mean, the majority of them, Tom, to be honest with you, is that wood. I mean, you've got 700 there. You've got 350 there. You know, it's going to be the smaller pieces that add up. The panels, you could probably say with the panels, if you think about the paneling, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of wood for every 2 meters on this, where on this you've got 2 pieces of wood. So, you know, well, you haven't actually. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's actually only 1 difference. That's insane. But that's a 4 meter one, that one. So it'll be, yeah, there's only 1 different. That's insane. Hey X, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, my advice to anyone watching or watching back, try not to watch it on a big TV or anything bigger than like a, I don't know, 15-inch screen, for anybody who gets any thoughts. Because I watched it back this morning and it's just a little bit blurry, and it's purely because of the bit rate I'm uploading at, so it's just not processing it the YouTube end properly. So here's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, mine's actually been really the last 10 years, up to the age of 31. I hadn't even had a filling or a tooth pulled. I had 2 wisdom teeth removed, but that's wisdom teeth. So my teeth were absolutely fine until, pardon my language, but the shit hit the fan, basically. Undernourished, all that kind of stuff. Eating whatever, you know, but sometimes it happens. Cool, man. Have a look at Pirates Cove. You'll enjoy that, buddy, and that'll run extremely well on your computer. I think it's only 20,000 pieces. and it's just a fun little park. Or what you could do, if you wanted to, if you want to do, because I know how much you like my builds, you could grab Pyrolandia, which was my first park, which I'll actually grab here for you now. And then what you can do is do a little comparison to how my original builds were to 4.5 years later. I don't know, that might help your channel, buddy. But if you have a look at this one, yeah, I've just had mine all filled, mate. So I got my tooth being fitted on the 4th of June. But if you have a look at Pyrolandia, that was my first ever proper big-ish park. And the cool thing about Pirates Cove is that that was I wouldn't say follow-on, but you know, you can see where the inspiration came for that park, even though very early on in my days I was building a certain way anyway. But you can see the progression that I made between the two. And that might be quite good to have for your channel, mate. I think that'd be quite a cool little review as well. I don't know, maybe it's up to you. Not fishing, just, you know, giving you a suggestion, mate. No, I'm fine, because the actual route was taken out 2.5 weeks ago. So it's kind of a mind over matter situation the last couple of weeks, because obviously with everything that's been going on, so I've had a lot to focus on, not to have to think about it. So to be honest with you, the only difficult part was that I had the outer tooth and I got a little bit of the inner tooth left, and it was all dug out. So if I had anything soluble food wise and it got in the tooth, it felt like it was expanding it. That was the only thing. It is what it is. And then today they removed everything down to the, you know, the roots, and basically filled it, and they did the imprint, and yeah, I've just got to wait for my big grey metal tooth to be fitted. But there's a huge advantage to this, because next year, through the company I work for, I get private dental healthcare. So when I've been there 12 months, I can then go and get stuff done that I need doing, instead of having to do it the way I have been doing. Check it out, dude. There's a lot of theme maker toolkit in the first park, but Pirates Cove is pure Planko. There's not an item of theme maker toolkit in there, and there's that particular blueprint on the Pirates Cove. Let me just grab that one for you. That does not include the homage to Channel 5. So if you're worried about that, it doesn't matter, because it's not in there. That's only in Funderland. So yeah, check both of them out, mate, because they're definitely, if you like pirate and you want to get some views, that could be a good idea for you, buddy, if you want to go that route. I don't mind. You got my consent, mate. I really don't mind. You know, like I say, building a little community. If you guys are streaming, genuinely streaming, and you want to make it, let's all work together. Why not? Spread the positivity to you guys. Because trust me, it takes a long time to get YouTube running, as you all well know. But no, I'm actually in really good spirits, to be fair. The dentist doesn't really bother me unless I'm in excruciating pain, which I'm not this time. He didn't. I said to him, I said the biggest pain was last time, and it's always the same thing, is it's not the tooth, it's not the actual issue, it's where they jab you with the needle to do the anesthetic, or whatever you want to call it, anesthesia or whatever. That's the bit that messes my whole jaw up for about a week and a half. And today he said, right, okay, he goes, just purely relax, don't move your jaw, don't do anything. So he gave me some pointers, but at the same time he was much more gentle than he normally is. Normally he just goes in and then you're like, right, ow. And then for like 4 or 5 days after, he's so bruised from where he went into the muscle, but he was a bit more gentle today, so it was quite nice. Told me he loved me. Phantom. So yeah, no, it was a more pleasant experience. And to be honest with you, when I told him I was going private next year, he totally changed how he was going with my mouth. So, yeah. Oh, I can't watch it. Oh, David, that's just a bit too much for me, mate. There was one earlier that popped up on Facebook about a cow. Of all things to pop up on your Facebook. Anyway, this, hey dude, how you doing? This cow's locked in this mechanism thing and it's getting its shoes shaved down. Anyway, one of its shoes, half of it, had a hole in it, and it looked like a bit of wood had kind of like pierced in there, or the toe had grown around the piece of wood. And it had, and they pulled it out, and this poor cow, it was like, oh my god, why am I even watching this? But that's kind of how teeth are to me. I don't mind it getting done once I'm numb. But what was I going to say? Once I'm numb, everything's fine. It just don't bother me, even the drilling. The ones I hate are when you're getting fillings, and because the drill is fine. It's the other drill, the one that's got the big rough bit on it, where they grind out the tooth. That's the one that sends every part of my nervous system just going, Bleh. And it's like, oh, and then you sat there with your eyes closed, you're like, come on, just do it. And then he goes back in, he's like, it's like, oh, come on. Anyway, I hope you're all enjoying the stream so far on Teeth Dental Experiences. Brought to you by RyRy. Anyway, yeah, it didn't bother me. I was fine. I'm a grown man. It's quite funny though. Takes your mind off a few things. What's this happening? I would never advise anybody to go to the dentist for therapy, because my dentist, bless him, Indian fella, really, really nice guy, but never remembers you. He's one of those kind of guys, and but he's so blunt, but he does an alright job. He does an alright job, listen. He's alright. As I say, take a deep breath like I did today and just let it happen, because unfortunately it is another one of those scenarios where it is what it is. You've got to have it done. And if you don't have it done, you're just going to be in agony. So I'd prefer to have it done and deal with all the little quirks that you have to deal with than have to deal with the agony. I mean, my tooth went bad November last year, and it's so expensive, it's unbelievable. Mind you, it's probably half the price for us of what it is in the US, so, you know, probably sounding a bit hypocritical here, but you'll be alright, mate. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely hunky-dory. You know you will. It's actually a better way of doing that. Me likey. Plus, they're not all the same height then. How easy is that? It's what I say about I always learn new things every day. I know this doesn't look like I'm learning, but at the same time, you just think, actually, if I put those ones in first now, I can just pull it out. Boom. Found them. The only positives. Oh well, yeah. Mine's not, but then I'm not that way. You know, the assistant. Nah, she's a lovely girl, but not my type. But good on you, mate. Good for finding an attractive dentist. Mine looks like he should be driving a tuk-tuk, and that's not being racist or anything like that. It's just he's so dark. He's a very dark Indian, as if and how can I put it? Hershey chocolate dark. And again, not saying anything like that, but he's just such a nice bloke, even though he's very. I mean, over the years, he's been very forceful with my mouth, but he's just a nice guy. Interested in me, YouTube, interested in me sim racing, even though he never remembers, but every time I go in there I remind him. But yeah, really, really nice guy. But then maybe actually over the years I probably wouldn't have had half the problems I had if he hadn't have done a couple of things. But it is, you know, that's dental work. It is what it is. Plus it's the situation I was in and just wasn't looking after myself properly. Within the dental regard. But anyway, whatever, right? Anyway, it's over and done with. I'm alright. I just gotta wait till the... Ow, no, I'm not alright. What was I going to say? I just gotta wait till the 4th of June to be able to get the cap put on it, or tooth, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it a cap, because it's not fair that you're after having a metal tooth, because... Anyway. So yeah. Now I'm wondering, is it worth having like a platform around here, maybe? But then it would interfere with that. Hey Daz, how you doing, buddy? Meet David. I think you've spoken before, David Gasoda. Costa, sorry. Gosda. My apologies, David. Avid player of your farming game, mate. And as you were saying earlier about your Discord, here you go. There's your first mate. You can do it about farming simulator and what do you call it? NASCAR, buddy. Just a thought, maybe. It's too bright and it's too long. So if we, actually, we could probably just use these. If I do it right. And it saves us pieces because it has this little ledge on it. So if I change the colour of that to that. Wonder, I've got a feeling I'm going to have to... Yeah, they don't overlap. So that line, excuse me, is just visible. And we know where we're going. Which is another little trick I use little pinpoints to try and line things up. So the advantage to that now is that this will create a perfect circle, or it will coincide with the angle of the thingy. There's that. And to be fair, the boats could come off the track and come and get them, maybe. I was actually thinking more from a theming perspective than an actual realistic side of it, because you got the thing there, stairway. Just thought it coming around here with a little platform up, maybe a little hut or something there, you know, like a building. Just a very small building. Just a wooden hut, pitch roof kind of suit in there maybe. And we could sit a couple of Western geezers off here actually. Let's have a quick look. I think we can anyway. I think I can. I think I can. I know I can. Can't because we haven't got any actually said. Right, guys, do you think it will work? It's chilling at the edge of the lake. And you got the box showing. I'm gonna have to go up because there's no point. That's what I was thinking, Phantom. Fishing rod. I don't know if I want any more theme maker toolkit. But really, that then needs to be there, which then causes an issue in here. Because I suppose we could have it down a little bit. Guys are about this height. It's just them. What do I do with them? Okay. Okay, it's food for thought. We'll leave that. We'll get back to where we were. I was just trying to think of how I can connect this into the water. So it's food for thought. I wonder if there's anything on FilmMaker Toolkit. 2 seconds. Have a quick look. Oh, there's a new park just come live. Voyager's Adventure by Corvus. Fishing. Let's have a look. Fishing boats. FilmMaker Toolkit. Oh, my neck. 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4. Guess what? There's no rod, so let's try rod. Bear with me, guys. So we got a light rod, we've got a pole. Nothing. Okay. We can improvise with that one. The openings is not in stone. Yeah, yeah. Or we could just build up rock work under. Maybe. Don't know. I'm literally thinking about it as I'm doing this, to be honest with you. Or what I could do is box. So does he move, or is it just his head? It's just his head. Okay. You got me thinking now. You got me thinking. Beams. Beam. Right, I want 4 meter by 5 by 5. And that. And before you get any thoughts, maybe that's a bit too thick. Maybe it's 3 by 7, that's too thick. So we definitely want the 5 by 5. Okay. Change that to brown. Do is we'll take that by 45 just to make it look like it's got some edges. And what I'm going to do is it's a bit thick actually. Probably not the best idea to do that. too much, I think, isn't it? It's just a bit big. But let me just quickly look on thing. I don't want to do any more thing, make a talk it. Got that, that's cool. Okay, so we've got 4 meter curved. Let's have a quick look, guys. Sorry, bear with me. Rope coil. Half curved rope, 8 meters. Now we've got no bent rope. 4 meter, 4 meter, 2 meters lattice, coiled rope. Meter straight though. Brr. Okay, so we got no rope. Evening, Onesie. How you doing, buddy? Possibly Mark, most definitely. What's bugging me is that rope's too thick. That's what's bugging me. Let's try 2.5 meter. We'll just download that. Hopefully it won't take forever. Save there, guys. Is this rope? It's not that different, is it really? Two by two. Why have I not got 2 by 2? But then the rope will be too thick. So I've got to do a 5. I've got to do a 5 by 5. Can't. Sorry if I'm missing chat, guys. I'm just trying to make that look something. Electric wire. Hey Patrick. Too much on them. No, actually, that just looks a bit like. I don't want to say what that looks like. Let's see if there's any poles on Bingwick Toolkit. Sorry guys, bear with me. Centimetre pole, 10 centimetres, it's too thick. 1 metre recoilable metallic. Ski resort pole. 3 and 1 pole, check the picture. Too thick. have a fishing... How has no one done a fishing rod? I mean, literally. Like, you type in fishing, and all you've got is fish. Nothing. Absolute. Oh no. Cordless freaking fishing rod, Ryan, you numpty. Right. Rewind. Part 2 of the stream. Let's try again. Hope if I was in the toolkit. What? Am I missing something? I mean, it's the right kind of size, but I'm not, it's not. I'm going to think about that. Oh. We can't recolour the rope, can we? It's a fixed colour, I think. Yeah. Okay. I have to come back to that one, guys. Jaws coming up with wheels. Phantom. You know what my parts are like, dude. Don't have stuff like that. A Western themed Jaws ride. Do you know what? I do need to build one of those types of parks. Electric white. Oh! Oh! No, I'll tell you what will work. Potentially. Is this. And what you do... Oh, for crying out loud, Ryan. Wakey. Stationary. Kind of works, do it does. And put some. 2, 3, there's 4 pieces there. Why has that? Yeah. How's that look, guys? Does that want to be a bit more angled? You're in. Oh, bless you, mate. Yeah, you reckon, Phantom, that works? It's got. Tell you what we will do. Just angle that one. Tiny bit more like that. Tiny bit more. Just adds another little level. 2 things to look through now instead of 1. Everything in the background is showing through. Just adds another level. Way around, guys. That'll work. I mean, it's another bit of theme maker toolkit, but it works. Yes, Phantom. Hey Mike, how you doing, buddy? It's a fishing rod, I think, called. Can't get hold of one now. What is it? It's a. Eventually, guys. Eventually, cordless fishing rod. Because there's nothing else, I don't think, on the thingy. Cordless fishing rod, fishing rod. You haven't. Happy times. So fishing rod. What's the difference? So there's absolute. Okay, that's cool. We could actually use that. We could use that to go in a pot or something. Yeah, it's dangling, isn't it? So I guess it kind of works. Gives another little element to it. Guess we'll do that. Okay, right. Let me read the names of these things because it just all looks like fish. Blanco fish. Do I put some animated fish in, guys? Because they're not going to see them. The only people that are going to see them is people who zoom out have a look round. So take up a lot of memory. Let's try the Rainbow Trout by Dada Poe. It will work. Rainbow. Hopefully you guys are still seeing this. But what ramp we got going on today? Just me tooth. It's all sorted. It's all good. That's how long my internet takes to download something. So we'll see if this is worth using. Oh, it's a fixed item. Okay. We'll just have him. I mean, they don't look too bad actually, do they? I mean, if you can grab a glimpse of them, which I think you can, let's have a little quick ride. Because majority of people, yeah, we're here, use this camera view, so looking good now with all the woodwork. Oh. Forgot about that. Oh. I had to buy plastic bags today. To use them all for blooming move. Okay, do we think that's worth it? Considering there's the next one. How good that train looks. Oh. Right, here it comes. Guess it's worth it, because they do slow down just enough before it, so we'll go with it. We'll do it. Go with that. We'll figure it all out. We'll figure it out. We always do. We always do. Oh, the thing's a real bad neck. Doing my head in. But I think you and Josh would make a good couple of chatters. Just try and keep it not too crude. Yeah. R18. I had a very small Chinese, mate. I had some egg fried rice and some pork dumplings with some sauce. It was alright. Well, it was nice, but it weren't. I'm going to miss the Chinese that was down the road from me. I'm going to be honest with you. I really am. But anyway. How do I want to do this? So if I... pork dumplings, pan-fried pork dumplings, just, oh. I don't know what the sauce is called, but just a little bit of dipping kind of thing. Just sprinkle a little bit over the rice. Just nice. Yeah, there was what do you call it? It's called the Silver Sea in Wolverton, and never had a bad one. And then there's also another one actually, called the Crispy Duck in Dean's Hangar. That's nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, but expensive. Where last night it wasn't expensive, so I guess that's why. Nice lady, very amicable, nice, good little chat. But it was late, and to be fair, I didn't eat it all. Just purely because, you know, when your eyes are a bit bigger than your tummy, even though you're hungry. Well, I got some food. I could actually go and get some crisps. What was I going to say? It cost me, let's put it that way. It cost me a lot. But it's the UK for you at the minute. But the shelves and the fridge are full. Freezer's not full. I'll wait a little bit longer. Yeah, how much did I spend today? 165 quid. So $200, $210 today on food. For a single man. But then, to be honest with you, that was starting, getting everything. Deodorants, toothpaste, shower gel, you know, everything. Razor blades at bloody 8 quid for 4 razor blades. So like $12 for 4 razor blades. Just insane. My issue is I can't use cheap ones, because if I use cheap ones I get massively bad ingrown hairs. So don't mean to sound like an idiot or a whinger, but it's just how it is, unfortunately. Surely has to be perfect. What? Where are we going here? Hold on a minute. Perfect sausage, yeah. Bit of butter, so that when you put the sausages in, it melts into the bread, and then tomato ketchup. That's it. Just tomato ketchup, full stop. And maybe sometimes a sprinkle of mature cheese, cheddar cheese. Just a sprinkle, grated. It just notches it up a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Trust me, I've had enough sausage sandwiches the last 3 weeks to last anybody a lifetime. Literally. I'm sick and tired of sausages. So I bought myself a load of pasta stuff. So, can have some fun with that. I did get me Texas barbecue Pringles, just to make you all happy. We drank a bottle of ketchup. Oh, ketchup sandwiches. I mean, I've never got myself to that point. No, but a ketchup sandwich. Different, very different. It's always food we're talking about nowadays. We're talking about cars or something. I know I'm not into football or anything. Bang on, Tom. I did. I treated myself to a share bag. Naughty of me, but they were on offer, so it was kind of like, yeah. And for the first time in a very long time, I bought myself some of Tesco's own toffees. So just kind of have a soothing sweet from before anybody gets me to say the wrong words to that comment. Share bag, yeah. Yeah, share bag, mate. Hopefully you can hear me alright, because I'm quite a way away from the microphone. Let me know. But yeah. Tea bags, pasta, I got some chicken soup, tomato soup, bread, ham, cheese for me sandwiches. I'm just a ham and cheese guy when it comes to sandwiches. Very boring, very bland, but there's nothing better than a ham and cheese sandwich when you're at work, just working away. Like that. I'm not a mustard guy. Mustard. I think, pardon my language, but I think it's fucking vile. I don't know, maybe I'm still a kid when it comes to the taste buds. I don't know. But mustard, I mean, I do love a nice freshly made, like stone baked bread and some olive oil, and just a little bit, you know, dip it in. Just, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Best place for that was that I've ever had that kind of like just chilled out vibe was North Cyprus, actually, the Turkish side. It was kind of like their thing they did as cheesy biscuits from Red Lobster. Proper. No, I'm a smooth guy. Actually, there's one. I think it's just Tesco's own brand, but I think it's clementine juice, and I think they call it breakfast juice. And that with bits is quite nice. Very sharp, but it's nice. Really nice. I don't know. Maybe I'm just boring old fart, guys. But I just love a freshly baked bit of bread. You know, French stick, stone baked, tiger, you name it. Bit of olive oil and balsamic. Just a couple of drops of balsamic. Just, yeah. No olives. I can't stand olives. Yeah, olives. Blech. They just remind me of like I don't know, not that I've ever done it, but they remind me of Play-Doh, like plasticine. Don't know why. I just feel like I'm eating a bit of plasticine. So. But like I say, everyone's their own. I'm sure people just watch me for the shit I talk. Here he goes again. Not too bad, you know. What did I do? The barrier over here. I know this has very little context, but so I use that one. Okay, cool. So we can use the thicker one. Just trying to mix it up so it doesn't look too, oh, excuse me, similar to the pirate era. So got bored, Amanda. No, I wanted to do a stream, to be fair. I'm all good though. I'm all good. Good. It's kind of loosened up a bit now. Doing it again. So yeah. I've just never been into Pop-Tarts. Why, Lord, why? Let's tell you what we'll have to do. We'll just have to the beam. The beam won't work either because it's longer than 2 meters. Really. I'll get a bit peckish myself. I might just go and get myself some crisps, guys, because I can eat now. I did have some dinner, which was lovely. It's quite a cool scene, actually. The fish add a little bit of an element to it. I know you don't see them at all really from the wide unless you're looking, but it seems to work. It's just setting the scene. Put a little kind of hut house here, fishing house or whatever. Log flume, please. What, ride on the log flume? Okay. Whilst I just go and get some crisps, guys, because I've got to go just down the stairs. I'll leave you on this view. And I'll be back in just a few moments, guys. Splash Mountain is officially the best ever log flume as far as I'm concerned. Yes, the Tiana thingy, isn't it? Bayou, or whatever you called it. Bayou. Sorry, I'm just having a couple of crisps, guys. I didn't feel it appropriate to munch on the microphone. Good timing, though. That's working well, though. I'm happy with that. I really am. So, where are we? Let's level the terrain to here. Just build a little hut. Hopefully we can get a 4x4 in here. Hopefully. We'll see. And we will use the natural wood. What's going on here? Why it is lining up? Okay. Now, one little trick, guys, that I do with the roofs is to save on pieces again. I've done it again. So I'm not used to building on grid. So I place one and then I separate that. And then what it gives you, you can utilize the wood piece that's already on there to give it that extra leveling that I'm always on about. But then just remember to raise it a pixel so that it doesn't flicker. It's fine. Edge piece. Those. Line it up. The reason why it doesn't line up properly is because they're not designed for this piece. They're designed for the the normal pieces of a roof. now we're going to give us is a little bit of overhang on here. It just adds another element. Always say. Just don't ever forget to lower it a tad. Or raise it, whatever kind of angle you want to have the repetitiveness on, whether you want it this end or that end. I always put it at the back end because you don't notice it so much as you kind of come around the corner. You know what I mean? Because you're seeing more of the front end of it. So what I might do actually is extend this out a little bit so that we can create a little kind of canopy. Should work quite well. And in this case, I've also got to move it to the left. There we go. Right, that's cool. That's that sorted. Right, grab these. Oh, I've totally missed chat. Yeah, the log flume at Foot Park was quite good. That's now been replaced by Hyperia. Nosy fighting here. What am I missing? On behind me. Oh, I get you. I'm thinking of joining Discord just to further my Plinko obsession. You're more than welcome. A few of the guys post stuff on mine. I mean, to be honest with you, it's mostly for me videos and sharing screenshots of stuff I've built off stream, and but I've got to get more on it, to be honest. But I normally do it with Facebook and what's it called, Instagram. But I've been a bit lax on it recently. I don't know why. I think it's because when you finish a stream, you're kind of like done for the day, if you know what I mean. Instead of spending another hour, 2 hours updating everything else, but I should do, to be honest with you. A bit bone idle. Sorry. What's that? I've copied that. Grab that. Where is it? That one. And move that. Typical. Okay. All right. And then lower it just a tad. Let's use these pieces actually. Too high for my liking. Apologies, who am I? Dirt Matter RyRy. It's great. Make sure you have 2 facts. Yeah. I was explaining this to the guy I live with today, okay? Now, what if one of the younger lads that isn't too tech savvy clicked on it and then it infiltrated all of us on Discord? Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to protect is you guys, and me, because obviously there are things linked to Discord. So yeah, just make sure you got your email registered in your phone. That's all I ask. it semi-prevents stuff like that from happening, if you know what I mean. That's all. I didn't mean to sound mean. French toast is alright, providing the bread doesn't go soggy. And you put enough sugar on it. Put enough like icing sugar on it. Gives it a very unique, funky taste. I quite like it. First time I ever had that was we stopped at the Denny's. I don't think it's there anymore, but outside Busch Gardens. That was where I first learnt about French toast. Oh, heck, blimey. Yeah, I've seen Road Trip. French toast in Road Trip. I vaguely remember something about it. Doesn't it involve it? No. I think. I'm trying to remember. The nerdy, weird guy. I think. I don't mind it. I quite like it. But then the funny thing is, I don't really, and don't take this the wrong way, I genuinely don't really like American pancakes. I prefer crepe style pancakes. Some may hate me for that, but I just find them extremely dry, and I can't have syrup poured all over my pancakes. I just don't like syrup. So some may hate me, but anyway. That was the bit, wasn't it, Brian? Yeah, I remember now. I don't remember all of it. I can't quite remember how or what that came about. I just remember the film. Got Sean William Scott in it, hasn't it? And a few others that were in quite a few other films. I like funnel cake. I mentioned this in a stream the other day, but no one responded. So, about what I was like the only one. If you've been to Epcot, they do it at the American Pavilion. Just as you face the American Pavilion to the right, there's a little stall that does them, and it's just so nice. That's me and my sweet tooth, though, as always. Funnel cake is like, from what I understand, I think it's donut batter. And basically, you know the old flat pasta things? They're like a metallic with holes in, but they're kind of flat where you turn the spaghetti over. And basically, have one of them, and then you pour the mixture in top, and it comes through in strands. And as it hits the oil, it becomes a bit like a nest, I guess, like a bird's nest. But it's called funnel cake. Obviously, funnel, and it's cake in the American way. But if you put like icing sugar and just a drizzle of strawberry squirty stuff sauce, just to die for. It's like having an inside out dissected donut, but on, you're not filling your mouth with donut, if you know what I mean. Just the ratios are just really good, but personal preference. Just turn the music up a bit for you guys. I hope that's all right. Let me know if not. See, that's where I'm struggling to use those pieces. Unless we move all this over one, and then I'll be able to get another one in. Where did it get to? Can we get away? Ooh, we can get away with this. We can do this. We'll just move Mr. Cowboy. Tiny bit better since having that. Get away with that, I think. You like it, Phantom? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Cheers, Joshy. Excuse me. No, cheers, mate. I forgot. This is how we're going to do it. Fingers. Just like that, mate. That's all right, doesn't it? Just do something simple. Kind of works. Brings it out a bit. Makes it a little bit more detailed. Gives it another level, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, quite cool. Little seam. Does the job. I'll just fill it out now and give it that little bit that I do. Extra. Hey Loghead, welcome to the stream. First time chat, isn't that, my friend? Welcome. Just building, like I always do. It's bugging me how that's going into the water. No, welcome to the channel, dude. Basically just building this western section, just giving it that little bit extra. It's western stroke alpine, so something tiny bit different. Oh mate, this is me Okay, where did I start? Project Pier, Snow Globe, Pyrolandia, Funderland Amusement Park, Funderland Adventure Valley, Funderland Magic Kingdom, and now this, Funderland Great Adventure. So in 6 years... Oh, and Pirates Cove. So, eight theme parks I've made in 6 years. Insane. $4,000 later. Oh, that's better actually. I like that. Just got to sort that out. Yeah, what we'll do, we'll cheat if I can. Need that little separation to the lake. Hey ABC Coasters, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you again. Cheers for joining. Apologies. Don't like to eat and talk, obviously. But yeah, here we are, guys. So we're just building this little scene to coincide with all the woodwork. And that looks pretty cool, actually. I like that. I like it a lot. Yes, buddy. Hey, Antoine. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. Hope you're all fine and dandy, mate. It's got some depth to that now. I quite like that. It's come out well. Plus, you also get to see them here, which is cool, I guess. Theme-wise, it's going to be a western stroke alpine area. So this is kind of where, if you think of Mine Mayhem from Funderland Adventure Valley, pretty much it's not going to be very similar because it's got log flume in there, so that's one massive difference, but the coaster's much more spread out, much bigger footprint, should we say. But this whole area is eventually going to look something along the lines of this. I'm not too sure about the water wheel, sorry. But the rock work, tree work, the trough for the whole log flume, which is massive. I've got to do all that. It's getting there. It's getting there. I don't know what you guys thought of the POV, but you get some good views from around the park. It's more of a scenic kind of thing. But my thoughts were like on this section here. This is all going to be mountained up. So my thoughts were to do like just little caves with maybe just a scene in the middle there. I don't know, something along those lines. But from an overview of the park, as you walk into your right, you have a spooky area, 2 horror heights and a drop coaster. The drop coaster goes through the horror heights, which is pretty cool. You've got a train that traverses the whole park. You've then got a Slimer coaster, family coaster, that goes in and out of here. It's quite a fortunate position actually. And you kind of got this just funky, spooky corridor kind of thing going on. And then you zoom out and then you get interactions with other coasters, the trains and so forth. Boat station, not fully finished yet. The steampunk area just here. It's a start. I haven't finished, and probably one of the last areas I finish actually. Hey Rob, how you doing, man? Yeah, it does need water. You're so right, Amanda. What's that? Well, Planet Coast needs. We're never going to get any more expansion packs for this, guys. It's never going to happen. And then we've got a launch coaster here that's yet to be fully finalised. That's the reason why it's in what it's in. We were kind of thinking an industrial look, stroke sci-fi kind of thing, but I'm just not vibing with it. So I know I spent a lot of time laying all this out, but I'm really not vibing it. So I'm gonna may rethink that. I don't know. Then you have the Alpine Western area where you got the log flume. The train goes through it again. We've done the train bridge, so that's all there. So you can imagine when all this kind of woodwork is coinciding with that, and around the back here, it's going to look pretty decent. Then you come round to the boat that has a restaurant on it. Got a train station behind, so this actual view, once the autosave sorts its life out, you're going to have quite a nice view of the train station with the log flume coming through the front, and then this kind of blocks the look, and then you'll kind of come round and you'll just have this monstrosity of wood and light and all sorts. So it's going to be good fun. Just laid out plaza for shops. Got to do all that yet. And then you kind of come round to a Moorish stroke African stroke whatever kind of look, Arabian, I guess. I'm not too sure where I'm fully going with it, but that has the invert. That's again quite a fortunate position. It goes over the entrance and then goes up into a block section, comes back down and then in through a corkscrew through the loop. It all clears it, it's all good. And then at the same time when this is open, there you go, how cool is that? And then if you look to your left, then go for a loop. Train's going over the top of us. The Giga has literally just flown by. And you get some real cool views of this actually. With the train going through the loop and across the entrance. Just you got the Giga in the back. There's so much going on. I love it. And then you move over to the adventure area, which I put this temple in last week or week before. So still working on all that. We're pretty themed on the interior to the ride, so that's all now done. Queue work. I've got to do a few more bits, but just to give it a little bit extra kick. But I haven't thought that one through yet. And then we did this kind of destructed, worn down look, which the adventure water coaster goes through, and the train. And then if we take a look over here, we then have the adventure water coaster. My view with this was to do the more destruct look, kind of like ancient ruins, but I'm quite liking the vibe we're kind of going for, just that clean look, so we'll see how that transpires. But again, the train goes through, the Giga interacts with it all. I've done splashes, I've used the, the River Rapids trough to create this kind of section here, which looks quite cool. Again, yet to be fully finished. Piece count so far is about 50, I'll probably say with the woodwork we've done over the last week, probably about 56k at the minute. So, yeah, it's building. And then we have a volcano here, which is going to be a pirate-esque volcano, where we've got two dueling coasters. We've got an RMC and a Woody. And basically a few weeks ago now, we kind of finished off where we were going with this. It's not fully finished yet, but to give you an idea of how it's gonna look, it's kind of gonna look that detailed throughout. So again, I've just got to do some more work around here, but the baseline is in. And then we got the dragon coaster here, which is going to be an oriental area, which also incorporates the sky flyer, whatever you want to call it, sky temple. And I bespoke built this surround piece here to kind of coincide with the look of the actual ride itself. But it's one of my favourite areas because it just feels so nicely detailed. Food court, used the Mecha Toolkit writing, you know, and they just use it all as well, and they walk around the barriers, none of it clips, it just looks good. And then you got a boat ride that traverses the park along with the train. So yeah, so there's one other bit on the pirate bit. You're going to have a pirate-esque building behind here because of the train station, so that will then kind of dull these straight lines and angles down because you'll have something else to focus on, plus it will kind of come up to about here. But that will kind of extend the pirate area then as well, so it'll kind of be a similar look to this over here basically. I love the way the bridge came out on here. I think it looks absolutely awesome. And just the way these coasters go through just this area, just leaving the station, feels pretty cool. Not that you see much of it on ride, but it's more about the experience of queuing up. You kind of just, you feel like you're immersing yourself in like a pirate village basically. And then you have the coasters running around. And then what I've done at night time is the coasters, I've used the Unchained Malice because they light up. So you got blue for the pirates and you got red for the redcoats basically. Yeah. So redcoats are going crazy trying to catch the pirates, but the pirates win anyway. So, but just look how good it looks going around that mountain and coming through the back there. It was awesome. So yeah, it's looking pretty cool. But that's kind of the vibe it's going to be at night time. So it'll be a full daytime and nighttime park. Well, that's where my brain needs it. So, and then entrance wise, we've done a fully themed car park. I've strategically placed the cars so that when you're here it kind of looks quite full instead of using tons of cars, if you know what I mean. And you just get some unique views of some of the rides. Obviously you're going to have more trees and bits and bobs around here and the volcano, etc. And you got this crazy lift hill for the Giga. But it's going to be cool when it's done, I think. Where's that barrier gone? Why is there not a barrier there? There should be a barrier here. That's annoying. There was a barrier there. Must have deleted it. But what I've done with the car park, if you've been to Hollywood Studios in Florida or know of Hollywood Studios in Florida, you have kind of this dogleg right tram system. So the tram system's there, the peeps can use it, but it just does a loop basically. I've just put block sections in to make it look as though they're getting on and off, and I've just basically detailed it, minimally detailed it, but detailed it to a point where it looks real. There's no release date, Amanda. It'll be done when it will be done. Literally. Yeah. Yeah, there's never put a time limit on whatever you're building, guys. Never. It's the worst thing you can do. I mean, if you're that way inclined and you like working to time limits, cool. But there's a thing called life, and sometimes life gets in the way. As you saw last year when I was working nights, you know, I had no energy to play this game whatsoever. Literally, for about 3 months, I didn't do much at all. And then as you come around to the entrance area, it's very much Hollywood Studios-esque. But never put a time limit on anything, because look how cool that dragon looks now with the observatory tower there as well. So once that's themed up, that's going to look pretty cool. Well, it was August last year, so it's nearly a year that I started this park. Look at that, just dropping down in the background, even though you've got a cityscape here. It looks so good. And then you got the train coming through at the end of the street, which looks awesome. A very long way. A very long way. I love it though, you know. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. The whole setting a release date on anything, I only ever do it really probably about a week, 2 weeks before I finish the park, because I know that it's just finishing touching details, and then once that's done, you know, I'll give people a date. But to look at this now, I mean, to put into context, okay, Thunderland Adventure Valley was that big and it took 18 months. This is twice the size. So if you go on previous builds, that should take about 3 years to build, literally, which blows my mind. But now we are where we are here, and planning to do building as much as possible. You know, I'm hoping before the end of the year, hopefully, fingers crossed. See you later, Joshy, mate. Have a good one at work. Catch you soon, buddy. But yeah, hopefully by the end of the year, hopefully. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen between now and then? So I never put a time limit on it. Plus, if you put a time limit on it, you put too much pressure on yourself, and then it doesn't turn out how you intended it to turn out, if you know what I mean. Don't need another one. I'm just a little bit concerned about how this meets the water. It just looks a little bit, there's something not right about it with me. That's the other thing. Cheers, Darren. You know, There's other things I'd like to do with my computer. But the difference is now, now you say that, Daz, actually, I could do what I like when I like for however long I like, where previously it was playing the game to get away from certain things, you know? So, who knows? Who knows how long it's going to take? But that's why I never set time limits or deadlines or announcements until I know when I'm at a point where I'm going to be done, you know? I find it affects, you know, like I always say, how I build. I just find it affects the creativity and my own inspiration by having that added pressure. So the less kind of things you do like that, it's like, that's why I never say we're building Western today, or we're building this, or we're building that, unless I know for definite that I'm going to sit here for 4 hours with you guys actually building that area. That's the reason why the screenshots are always different, because I never know, like I say, every time I open the game I never know what I'm going to build. So again, it just puts that tiny bit of added pressure that I just don't want to deal with, no matter how rude or ignorant that sounds. That was better, but I just feel something not quite sitting right with me, and I can't figure out why. Maybe it's that. Just have it on every 2 though. Yeah, that. That's better. I like that. Absolute pleasure, Robert. As always, my friend. I think that was alright. I really do. Guess we need to sort this terrain out. So I've been chatting away with no microphone. Typical. But thank you, Robert. Yes, my apologies. Very much for eating crisps and doing a good stream. Pause that up. It's so noisy. Totally forgot what I was saying now, so my deepest apologies. What I was trying to say was I think that actually looks alright with those little bits just in here now. I think that works. It just gives a little bit more of a, instead of straight cut, right angle look, you know. Again, just adding that other level to it. Is it possible to paint the terrain that's under the water? Yes, it is, mate. And I will get round to all that. I do it. I've already kind of done it actually. Just kind of added where you got the gully. I've put the rock work in just so when people are looking like that, it looks a bit more natural instead of grass, obviously. So yeah, that will all be sorted, mate. As you can see, it's kind of round here. I've done it with the sand, so the higher the ground underneath the water, I've put a little bit more sand on there just because obviously it looks a bit better that way. It's a bit more natural. Seeing there and there. Plus it dulls down that difference between the rock and the sand if you blend it just that little bit. And then when you got the sand and the rock, it kind of all works together. You do the opposite. You use the rock just around the rocks just to give it that little bit more extra depth. And around where the things are, the supports. So yeah. Just adds so much to it. I love it. But yeah, we'll get there with that, Daz. Again, when I start to do the rock work, that'll be when that all starts to kick in and start to make a little bit more sense and a bit more detail. I think what I might do is bring out some rock work just around here, just to give it that little bit extra depth, should we say. But like this section here, do a bit of rock work actually. Tempest dude, how you doing, mate? Blimey, mate, not good. Sorry to hear that, mate. Well, I was getting a bit ill earlier because I couldn't stop coughing, which was a bit annoying. I've been around a couple of people that haven't been too well. And believe it or not, there's a spout of COVID going through the UK at the minute, which is a bit of a SHIT. No worries, Rob. Enjoy your day at work, mate. Hope you have a good one, buddy. Sorry I'm not talking so loud, but the boys are in bed, so I don't want to cause any issues. Hopefully it's all right. Being respectful. Ooh, that's a nice edge. I've never noticed that before. What we'll do with that then? Put that. Yeah, not good, mate. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Hope you get well soon, mate. Oh, sorry, Amanda. I totally missed your comment. No worries. Enjoy. Have fun. Hope it's a good film. I haven't heard of it. A bit like you guys hadn't heard of Ghostbusters, which I find a little bit strange. No worries, Daz. I'll most definitely try and catch up with you tomorrow, mate. My apologies. See you later, Amanda. Take care, Daz. Get back on it, Phantom. Takes your mind out of the world, Mandy. You know this. Yeah, it works. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Cheers, brother. I don't know why. It's just wood. It's just how I've bent it round. It kind of goes with the angle of the track layout, if you know what I mean. Instead of it being flat. It makes no structural sense whatsoever, but it looks good. I suppose you could pretend that that's steel looking like wood, and then it would be structurally, but that's a cool little scene, that. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do around here, this bit here. What's the time? midnight. Okay, I'm going to go for a quick pit stop because I need the loo. So, where's this? Come on, Blue Air. I'll go on the old drop coaster, guys. I'll literally be back in just a few moments. I won't be long. Mute that. Turn that up a little bit for you. So, enjoy the ride. I'll be back in a few moments, guys. Hey Chris, evening, hope you're well. Well then, let's get back to some building, guys. Where were we? We were here. I think I might just do what I've done there, just lay the bigger beams down the bottom. Just gives it a little bit more depth then. Let's do that. You've had a good day, Chris, anyway. How's the old crutches holding up for you? Are you getting any better? No worries, Tom. Cheers for joining, buddy. Much appreciated. Smash that like if you haven't already, mate. Be very much appreciated. I'm all good. I'm all good, Chris. It's not as bad as the time before. He went a little bit gently on me. Told me he loved me. And if you know what film that's from, quote it. Just he told me he loved me. Your breath smells like shit. Ah, well, he told me he loved me. I'm sure Phantom, you must know the film. Hey Charles, how you doing? Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. It's the only thing I ever ask. It just helps the channel out a bit. Gets the videos seen a little bit more by more people. And it's completely free to do. So it really is genuinely appreciated, guys. Put the bunny back in the box. It's another quote from the same film. Nope. Put the bunny back in the box. Hey Chloe, how are you? Doing really well. Hope you are. Obviously studying for your finals. Congrats. Or not, when I look at it. Or good luck, should I say. Same. Really well, Chloe. Hope you are, my dear. Just admit I'm a bit quiet because the guys are in bed, so I don't want to upset them in my first week. Nope, that's not it either. You'll get there. I'll let you figure out. Nope, not Once Upon a Time in America either, Phantom. I regard it as a good film. Put the bunny back in the box. You're thinking, bunny back in the box? What the fuck is he on about? It'll all come to you eventually. Great soundtrack on it. Great soundtrack. Take a deep breath, Chloe. Try to relax. You'll be fine. You know it all. Otherwise you wouldn't be in the position you're in. I know, Phantom. It's a good one. I like it. I love the film. I haven't seen it. I think I've got it on DVD actually. Hold on, let me just grab my DVD collection. Massive DVD collection. I think I got it. I think I've got it. So. Or I did have it. Put the bunny back in the box. Yes, I do have it. I'll get that out. You ready? Diggy 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 diggy. Great film. My father always told me, more hands make light work. You know what my fucking father taught me? Parkour. That isn't a saying from the film, but it's one I vaguely remember. When they're trying to tow the plane out the sandbank after they crash it at the scrapyard. Great. James, is it James Cameron? I'm sure it's James Cameron. No, it's not on the disc. I'm sure it's, no, Jerry Bruckheimer, wasn't it? Jerry Bruckheimer. Oh my god, Loghead. You're missing out there, mate. I mean, I've seen it a million times. I haven't watched it for a long time, but yeah. Put the bunny back in the box. Oh, Nicolas Cage at his best, eh? Let me see if I can quickly find it. Hold on. Problem is, I don't know if got it, but I don't know if it'll do volume for you guys. Bear with me. Do I do this? Add. I'll click it as go audio. Go application audio. YouTube. Okay. Grab the window. YouTube. Display capture. Maybe a bit loud.
The bunny back in the box.
I knew you was a punk.
I knew you was a punk. And I was
You was
right.
playing us all along. You a free man.
I said,
Put the bunny
back in the box.
I hope that came out okay, guys. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Guys, still playing. Stop. Turn off. Thank you. And put the bunny back in the box. Flanco audio. Why have we got that? Why are we playing again? Right. Put the bunny back in the box. Great film. Classic as far as I'm concerned. Nicolas Cage at his best. Some may disagree. Well, I've got a TV in the car, an old TV without a remote. So I think what I'm going to do tomorrow at some point is link the Xbox up to it and just bang it in and chill out for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Just don't know if I like these. It's just... for some reason. Nope. This gives a bit more of a look. These are too high now. Change these guys, sorry. Shooting someone in the head. Did he shoot someone in the head? I can't quite remember now, to be perfectly honest. It's just such a cheesy film. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just one of those blokey watch films that's just, I don't know. Just watch it. It's cool. Like I say, it's Nicolas Cage when he was good. Not that it was that good, but you know what I mean. I think someone does get shot in the head, but I don't think it's at point blank, you know, like that vicious, if you know what I mean. Where are you from, Loghead? Anyway, dude. Whereabouts in the world are you, buddy? Oh, UK. Whereabouts, mate? I'm in the Shire of Buckinghamshire. Milton beans. Fortunately, or fortunately, can I look at it? Oh, Wigan. Is it classed as Midlands or North now? I ain't got a clue. Okay, Wigan. Mate, Milton Keynes ain't much better, trust me. No, I say that, but it's alright, it's not too bad. Where I've moved to is much better than where I was, so... I'll tell you what was nice, was I came back up the motorway this morning, or this afternoon, back from the dentist, and it's literally, you come off the motorway, or highway, the Americans, and literally, you take a right, a left, and then I'm home. It just felt so nice not having, because I was kind of like in like a single road town district kind of thing. You don't get much of it in the UK, but imagine like a city centre where it's cars parked both sides of the street and just, yeah, pain in the backside to get in and out of. That's actually starting to look quite good now. No one's commented on the hut. Do you like the hut? I think it's quite simple, but it works. Effective. Coffee. I like that rod. That works well. Cheers, Mike. No worries, dude. You're more than welcome. Welcome to the stream, Burger. Much appreciated. It's a mixture actually, because what I've actually used is the electric wire thingy. So used this, but turned it off. So if you grab it and then click it and go stationary, you can actually use that as the rod, and it works quite well with the, you know, the little thingies on it, because it looks like it's holding the rope on. You know what I mean? If you know your fishing rods. And then this bit is the Theme Maker toolkit. It's a fishing rod, believe it or not, but it's the thinnest thing you can get that looks a bit like a wire, if you know what I mean, or line, should I say. So yeah, I had to put another bit of Theme Maker toolkit, and this one is a Theme Maker toolkit. This rod here, which I just need to move again. I need to figure out what I can do to help that stay stood up, if you know what I mean. So let's go back a step. Where's it gone? That one. Do this, because that needs to be at an angle for that to look like it's hanging. It's called a Theme Maker toolkit item. So on PC, people are able to build items and put them in the game. I think via Blender, is it? I can't quite remember. I try not to use too much Theme Maker toolkit because it lags the game out, but in some instances you kind of need to use it just to have that little extra pop, if you know what I mean. Oh yes, I forgot about that. I put that actually. We're going to put it. Ugh. just to remind myself to use it. I wouldn't have a clue, Log, to be honest with you. Yeah. Snowman arms, yeah, I didn't think of that actually as a rod. That could work quite well. Yeah, I was just kind of like messing around with it really. And then I thought, you know what, I think it was Phantom said do like a little fishing scene or something. I thought, well, problem is as a rod, how do you do it? And that was kind of the best way I could think of. Because from this perspective, it's alright, it does the job, if you know what I mean. So. When I was growing up at school, I was an A-star student in art. And I was A+ in graphic design. I kind of wanted to be an architect, I guess. I think that was the plan. But kind of failed in everything else, unfortunately. But lost the touch for it for a long time because life gets in the way. Got married, had a little one, and kind of that was the main focus for such a long time. And then I was watching Theme Park Worldwide back in 2018 in the summer, and it popped up on this thing, Let's Play Planet Coaster, and I'd never heard of the game. And old Dodgy Tooth Sean introduced me to it, and within 5 minutes of him playing, my body just went, I need that game. And here I am 6 and a bit years later, still playing the game. And I just thoroughly enjoy it. I played Roller Coaster Tycoon and like SimCity when I was growing up. And I just find this has rekindled that love for art and design, basically. But at the same time, I've had a fairly decent life in between the downtime, and been to many a theme park throughout the world. And just, to be fair, I'd had it before the marriage, but what I mean by it is, like, you know, I've just grown a new love for it again, which is quite nice. But as life has been a little bit difficult last few years, I haven't had the funds to go and actually experience it. But as I said, I kind of found the game and just fell in love with it, because once you get to know the game and the quirks of the game and how it works and what it can do and what it can't do, and when you've built, how many parks did we say? 8 parks in 6 years. You get a very good understanding to how the game actually plays as well. And then I have this unique ability to be able to build things, but in a manner where most people can enjoy it over the years. So, oh crikey, what's going on? No worries, Mikey. No worries, dude. No worries at all. Welcome. I leave a lot on devices. Around my corner. Oh, not great, Amanda. My apologies, darling. Ah, these things, eh? Life gets to test us all. No worries, no worries, no worries, just relax. Remember, take that deep breath. Take the deep breath and just try and relax. Don't know what to say when it's always when it's live. Tough one to kind of counter. All I can say, darling, is try and keep your head held up high, and just take those deep breaths. If they, you know, I don't really want to go into it massively with you on live, but if they diagnosed a time period or anything like that, not to pry, you don't have to say. And all I mean by that is, you know, if they have, just try and live the best life he can with him for the time that he has left. But, you know, I'm trying to be sensitive to this, guys. My apologies if it doesn't sound it. I'm very sorry to hear that. Excuse me. Well, there you go. Right, focus on the positive. Try and relax. And, you know, like I always say, take every day as it comes. 'Cause you never know, do you? You never know. You know, we all have a huge tendency to, when we hear bad news, to always think the worst. And please don't take this any other way than I'm actually saying it. But sometimes it's best to try and focus on the positives. And if the positives are that he may be able to make it through, well, that's a pretty big freaking positive. And I don't mean that to sound insensitive. All I mean is just try and take a deep breath, take a step back from the situation, take yourself outside and just look up at the stars and just relax, try and relax. Unless there's clouds, obviously then you'd just be looking at clouds. So I'm just trying to shed a bit of light. No worries. Just try and relax. And that's a tough, tough thing to do, but try to relax about it and see what happens. And that's a tough thing to deal with, and it's tough thing to try and G up on stream. But well, it's starting to have some bearing now. It's just what we're going to put in this area here. Sorry, Amanda, I was flat out building, so my apologies. Sorry to hear that, Log. Hey, Roblox, caught you in 4K 6 frames. What? Caught you in 4K 60 frames Ultra HD Blu-ray Nintendo 64 Pro Max PlayStation. Sorry, mate, I think you got the wrong channel. Caught you in... Send him the link to the videos, Amanda. He might enjoy it. You never know. I'm not sure what Roblox here is on about. We'll get rid of that, I think. Sorry, mate, but if you're not going to respond to my comment, I have to mute you. Because that looks like spam to me. Sorry, guys, bear with me a second. If it's not spam, respond now, sir. Do you know what? The world is a shitty place, isn't it? It's Roblox here. If you're going to respond, please respond. If not, I'm going to have to hide you from the channel, mate, because I don't have stuff like that on my channel. So, your choice, mate. Sorry to put down on things. But, you know, if you watch the channel regularly, you know. So... I don't know what any of that means. PlayStation 6, Xbox Series Z. What? I mean, tell you what I'll do. I will hide user from channel, and we will also remove the comment. There we go. Done. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. There you go. Gone. Simples. Gone. See you later, mate. Do not need that bullshit in our lives anymore. Right, let's get this trough finished here. Why is that? Does that go down? What on earth, and why did I build this way? That one, no, 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 no. Ooh. I will say now, whether be rude in respect to spicy sausage or sorry. I know I'm always full of words and wisdom most of the time, but I know the feeling too very well myself, so I do understand. I just don't want you to think I'm being insensitive. I'm genuinely not. Right there, guys, I'm going to be really honest with you. It is 1:45 in the morning here, and I am absolutely shattered. It seems as though everybody's kind of stopped chatting now. So, Amanda, I can only wish you all the best, my dear. Take the time you need to soak it all in and work it all out for you. And just hand over heart, I don't honestly know what else to really say, to be honest with you. So my sincere apologies for the news. But just popping back to the stream, you know, we had a successful day. Another 4 hours, basically just doing this bit, which seems a bit strange that that's all we did. But anyway, I know we went off on a tangent showing people around for once, but it's coming together though. Excuse me. But yeah, there we go, guys. So that's some live building from Thunderland: A Great Adventure. I'm going to shoot off now, get some sleep, and hope to be back at some point tomorrow for you all. But guys, I hope you have a great morning, sleep, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for joining, and as always, please do smash that like button. Just gets the videos out there a little bit more, get some more support for the channel. So guys, thank you very much, and to everyone that joined the stream, thank you, and to whoever's still watching now, thank you again. But yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a pleasant evening. See you guys very, very soon. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.